Hello and welcome to my shop. This is going to be a quick review of the robust collet handle system. Let's jump in. Let's see what you get in the box. I bought the unhandled kit version, so I made one out of ash. So I received the collet housing, ferrule, 4 collets, and an end weight plug. The housing is pretty self-explanatory. We'll look at that more later. So the 4 collets that it came with are 9 30-seconds, 13 30-seconds, 17 30-seconds, and 5/8. Now these three are 1 32nd larger than their nominal dimension, 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch, to allow those collets to grab both tools which are right on that dimension, say 0.500 inches in diameter, or tools that are a little bit bigger than that nominal dimension, such as Thompson lathe tools, which are a little bit oversized. An optional thing, which I did not choose to install on my handle, is a plug for some end weight. So this is just a simple tube with a threaded insert here. So you could fill the end of your gouge handle with lead shot if you chose to. So the most important question this video can answer is how well does this thing work? And I would say pretty well. I've done about 4 bowls so far with this guy, and I've been impressed. This is my first foray into modular tool systems, and it's worked pretty well so far. So I'm going to load up a Carter & Sons bowl gouge into this guy using the 17 30-seconds collet. So it drops in there, kind of backwards if you're used to normal collets. This threads on a bit, check it in. And now because the Carter & Sons gouges are right on that nominal dimension, you have to thread this guy pretty much all the way down for the collet to grip, be squished out and grip onto the tool. But that's it. You just thread it on and it grips it. And over the bowls that I've done so far, I've never once had the gouge turn in here. The grip is very solid. Hasn't showed me any issues whatsoever. And I really do appreciate the ability to remove the gouge for sharpening. It makes it a lot easier. As Brent showed in his video, like, that's not just a marketing gimmick. It really is easier to sharpen a bowl gouge without the handle in the way. And I really appreciate not having to use a tool to put the tool back into the handle. It's just a turn and it's in and out. Works pretty darn well. I'm impressed. The reason I bought this collet system over one with the 2 set screws was I just didn't want to have to worry about locating a tool, like say a 4mm hex driver, each time I wanted to remove the gouge. The simplicity and the user-friendliness of the collet system really appealed to me. My only negative remark about this whole handle system is actually about the process of making the handle itself. So both this little end plug and the male shaft of the collet housing both require a hole that's a little bit over 13/16 of an inch. So I drilled 2 test holes, one at 13/16 and one at 7/8. And the 13/16 inch hole was a little bit too tight, and the 7/8 inch hole was far too sloppy. So I had to rig up a sandpaper on a stick thing on my lathe to enlarge this hole to comfortably accept that 13/16 inch insert. Kind of annoying. I also would have appreciated a mention of the required hole size on the tool's webpage or even instruction booklet, because I had no idea how big of a hole I needed until I got this thing in the mail, at which point I had to go and get some special drill bits because I didn't have a 13/16 inch drill bit. That's an odd size to have around. Let's take a brief moment and talk about the 2 sizes of the collet system that Robust offers. I purchased the ER-25 version, mostly because it's generally smaller, and I was not looking for a huge bowl gouge at the moment. And so the other size is one which accepts ER-32 collets. So right here I have 2 of those sizes. They're both 1/2 inch in inner diameter. This is the ER-25, this is ER-32. And there's the ER-32 is quite a bit bigger. So if you're just imagine this inside a similar housing, how much larger it would be. But also imagine like this is a heavy chunk of metal. Also imagine the extra beef that you would get with the ER-32. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching.